Hi there, my dear Scorpios. How are you? Thank you so much for your likes and your shares and your subscribes and your support. I really appreciate it. Let's get started. Okay. Three of Cups reversed. You might not feel like being very social this month. You might not feel like there's a reason to be very social this month. Like work, move ahead, forward, like all this cardinal energy, right? And you always really relate in a very interesting way to air energy. So I'm sensing that's part of why you're not really wanting to be too social, because I feel like I feel like it's, what's the word? Like this affinity that you have for air signs, mostly Geminis really, but Aquarius too. Um, it's like so potent this month that you're kind of paralyzed. There's a Scorpio, right? I'm interacting with the Scorpio. There's always like a Gemini or an Aquarius around. They're just like attached. You guys just get attached, and I don't know why, and not in a negative way, but you just surround. There's like always Geminis and Aquariuses around. It's very interesting to me, and so just since we're in Aquarius season, which is odd that you're not wanting to be social because you're usually very social. I feel like there's just like this heavy, potent energy that's causing you to be a little paralyzed. And Hanged Man too, Chariot reversed, right? Knight of Swords reversed. Like you don't want to make a move right now. Okay, you're open. You're definitely open, right? It's not like things are bad. Quite the contrary, right? Things are going very well. But there's like this bubble of like, I don't, like, I'm thinking because I'm looking at these cards right now. There's like this bubble around you and you're not trying to get out of it. Okay, and again, this isn't bad. This is like this energy field that's around you. We have the Six of Wands reverse, so, and then also the Nine of Pentacles reverse, which has to do with feeling a loss or feeling a lack of a win. Okay, you don't feel victorious, and then feeling a little stifled by either you're wanting your independence and you can't have it, or there's money issues. Okay, but I don't feel like there's money issues. We know there's not money issues. Not that I don't feel. We know there's not money issues because you're being very open with your physical aspects of your life, and that includes money. And here too, okay? Money's not the issue. I think it's this lack of freedom that's the issue, and I think you want to feel free, but there's something with this Aquarius season, Scorpios, that's like, ooh, like it's heavy all around you. Okay, it's not warm. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, success and warmth, generosity. You're not feeling any of that. Okay, you're feeling very heavy, very tied to something. This is something that's completely in your control, definitely, but you're feeling very tied to it, very tethered, very stuck. So the good news, Scorpios, is we have the Star and the Page of Swords. So the Star is the card of Aquarius, and it is talking about, this does mean maintaining faith and hope and belief, okay, in oneself and in the system, in the universe, in the stars, okay. But it also has to do with healing. And as you can see, she is, okay, the Aquarius is represented by the water bearer, right? So she's feeding her emotions, like she's taking care of her emotions, and all the stars and the planetary alignments, they're all kind of like shining down on her, like telling her it's okay, like it's all gonna be fine, you know, take care of yourself, take care of your surroundings, right? Make sure your emotional state is balanced, make sure your physical realm is balanced, right? Water the physical aspects of your life, and all will be okay. So you're very much aware of this like foggy, paralyzed stance you're in. And what I see is very interesting that you're doing, Scorpios, is that you're very aware of it, and you're trying to look around you in a 360 degree, all right? You're trying to look around you and where you stand, and you're trying to think and awareness yourself, become aware of every aspect of everything around you so you can figure a way out, okay? And I love this card so much because a lot of people call this the stalker card, but really this card really represents standing up above everything on a hill and getting a, you know, a bird's eye view of the situation. So it's a very, even though pages are immature energy, this is a mature action. Okay, I'm going to step back or step up and stop and look and see and gather data. Because I'm feeling stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling paralyzed. Everything's fine, but I feel weird. So let me just kind of take a look around and see what I can do for myself, right? I like this energy right now for you. I really love this. Okay, and then let's look here. Okay, you're not confused about what action to take, right? You're very aware that there's all these different options, okay, because you've been looking, you've been seeing, you're very aware of all these different options, and you know that one needs to be taken. Are you ready yet? I don't know. We're going to clarify this, okay? And again, we have the Ace of Cups reverse. This isn't a love reading. A lot of these readings that I've done this month, despite my efforts to make this about love, right? They're not about love. This is not about love. This is about work and your surroundings and the culture that you're surrounding yourself with, you know, the environment, the people, the attitudes, right? Now, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. So, this isn't going to be the easiest thing to pull yourself out of, okay? Because I think at this point, it's so confusing still. I think it's so foggy. So here you are. Now, there could be a fire sign in your midst, but here you are. And I really am attributing this, Scorpios, to this Aquarius season for you. Because of this affinity to air signs that you have. And, you know, if I'm totally wrong, leave your comments below. But if I'm also right, leave your comments below. Because I've seen it 100 times. And when I do private readings, there's always, like, this Scorpio and air sign energy that's, like, being asked about. It's a very fascinating topic for me, and I want to delve a little bit more into it, but you know I don't have time for that. I can't. You know, I wish I had time to research that a little bit more. But I read your comments, so leave your comments about this. I'm very curious. But anyway, so you could be trying to use your optimism and your positivity to kind of outshine this fog, right? Shine this optimism down on the fog so heavily that the fog lifts type of energy. But I don't think you're out of it yet, okay? You want to be, you're ready to be, okay? You're feeling this weight. But the Page of Wands isn't necessarily powerful enough to do that yet. And again, with the Judgment here, there isn't going to be this resounding moment where you know it's over, where you know the fog is lifting. Okay, it's going to be unclear at this time anyway. Let's pull a couple clarifiers. Let's pull a couple. Let's clarify this Devil. Let's clarify this Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. The Devil clarified by the King of Wands, which means that you can completely control the situation, even if you feel like you... This is not a question of can you control it, okay? This is just a matter of do you really want to? And I don't know that you're ready to yet. You're still kind of here, okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords. So clarity will come slowly but surely. And he's facing this, so you have complete control over the clarity and the answer, right? And the initiation and the sharpness of the turnaround. You have complete control over that, but I think because the Devil's here, you have yet to decide right? If you want to. And you will, but right now you're like, there's like so much fog, you're not quite sure if that's the direction to take or if it will, solve the situation. It will, right? But you gotta, you're trying to, something flipped. You're trying to gather all the information first, okay? Before doing that. Let's clarify this Page of Wands. That's a very interesting card and placement for you, I think, right now. Please clarify this Page of Wands for Scorpios. 10 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, like I don't feel like in this scenario for you right now, the Page of Wands is not powerful enough. It's good. The Page of Wands doing the Page of Wands is gonna feel like the 10 of Wands to you, right? It's gonna feel like it's this never-ending, like, taskmaster. Like, am I ever gonna get through this? Okay. Like, I'm trying so hard to get all the information. I'm trying so hard to be positive. But remember, this is a choice. Okay? I think you're wanting it to be easier than it is. And this is just going to feel very daunting. But it's the route. It's definitely the route. It's just not going to happen as quickly as you want. Let's clarify one more. What is it? Let's clarify this Hangman. What is it that Scorpios needs to look for and listen to? And listen for. Please clarify this Hanged Man. Why this pause for Scorpios? Why this pause? Okay, there's definitely something's hidden. We have the Moon. Both of these are the card of Pisces, by the way. Okay? Which does have to do with this inner sanctum, this depth, hidden things. So you have to be aware. This Hangman is telling you to be aware that this tethering that you're doing is a choice, and this is telling you, like, you have to be aware that you may actually like this, and even if you like it, you might still want to change it. It's just going to take a lot of effort. All right? And again, this doesn't have to be anything bad. This just has to do with, like, how you're allowing this season to impact you. Okay? This season is very much impacting you. Okay, let's pull some outcome cards. Outcome cards for Scorpios. Outcome cards for Scorpios. And I think because you're so fixed, Scorpios, it's like you don't like to admit that something's getting to you. That something's impacting you. Okay, outcome cards for Scorpios in February. 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups reversed, the Hermit. So there can be balance, there can be giving and receiving, there can be equality, right, and reciprocity in what's given and received, but you have to be in a place where you can be open to allowing. There's too much fog around you right now, okay? It will lift, but this is going to take a lot of internal introspection and retrospection on your thoughts, your actions, your deeds, your non-deeds. Okay, this is like telling you step back and take a really good look at yourself and think about where you've been, where you want to be, things you should have done, things you wish you didn't done, things you wish you would have said, things you wish you didn't say, right? Lies you wish you didn't tell, lies you wish you did tell, all that stuff. And take a real solid self-analysis on why this is impacting you and why this feels so palpable to you. And once you go do that and you go through that, you're going to start feeling a lot more lifted, a lot more open, and then you'll be able to see all these things that are trying to get through this fog to get to you, so you can have this balance, so you can have this equality in this very successful business relationship, right? Or love relationship. Okay, Scorpios, I'm highly interested in this. Please leave your comments below.